Hey Epic! So for today's Art Spark, which is something that I am going to be doing as an enrichment choice every Monday from now on, where we talk about different art techniques, we are going to be talking about and making painted paper that can be used in a ton of different projects that we make in the future. And also it's an art form in itself, just making the painted paper and the different techniques that we can use. So first, what you're going to need for this is some blank paper, this is just plain white paper, some paintbrushes, paint of any type, and then just some random objects. So I have a sponge, a piece of cardboard, and a seashell. And those are some things that I'm going to be using to add texture to this paper today. I will also say that for the art project that I'm going to do a video for on Wednesday, we will be using some brightly colored painted paper and some black painted paper. So if you want to keeping on with this art theme, then make sure you at least make a couple of bright colors like oranges or yellows and a black piece of painted paper. But I'll show you how we'll get started in just a sec. So the first thing that I like to do is pick the color or colors I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to be using a darker orange and a lighter orange. And then I like to just get them on the page and move them around with the paintbrush. Something I'll say is that the direction doesn't matter. We want there to be texture on this, so you don't have to worry about painting in straight lines, and it's actually kind of better if you don't. Now that I have sort of a base on here, I'm going to start using some of these different objects with the paint to create different textures around the paper. And just have fun with it. Experiment and do it as long as you like with whatever you'd like, as long as it's looking the way you want. So I like this texture that I have going on here. So I'm actually going to set this paper over to dry as one of my painted papers. And I'm going to set up a new one to get started with some new colors. And I think I'll try to use some, maybe this ridge texture or maybe a scraping texture on these next colors. Okay. So I'm very into this texture. That came out really cool. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then I'm going to go for some other color combinations. And I'm just going to keep making painted paper for like around 40 minutes or so, and set them all aside to dry so that I have a nice variety to choose from when I'm making projects in the future that require painted paper. So once you're done, you should have done this for, you know, close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. You should have a bunch of different pages that you're letting dry that you can have set aside once they're dry and stored for use with projects that we're going to do. Try to make sure you have at least 5 pages. I have 7 right now. We're definitely going to use some on Wednesday if you participate in that, and for many future projects, and maybe for some projects that you choose to do on your own. So go ahead, take your time, have fun with it, get messy, of course, and when you're finished, please post your a picture of your pages to your Dojo portfolio so I can check them out and provide some feedback. All right, cool. Can't wait to see them.